Mr. Marcus Leite, Managing Director, Infiniti Middle East, Mr. Devendra Kumar, Managing Director, Sohail Bawan Automobiles, Sheikh Abdullah Ahmed Sohail. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. On behalf of Infiniti Oman, I am delighted to welcome you all. Dear members of the media and other eminent guests, we are very glad to see you all gathered here to grace the launch ceremony of the all-new Infiniti QX50, which embodies everything Infiniti, the brand, stands for. All in all, the all-new Infiniti QX50 represents everything a true premium automobile stands for: world-best technologies, standout design, unrevealed interior space, and empowering performance. I now invite Mr. Marcus Leite, the Managing Director of Infiniti Middle East, to share a few words with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Marcus.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I think that's better. Welcome and thank you very much for all coming here. This beautiful showroom that every time I'm coming here, I'm really pleased to see the beautiful design and all the work that is done by the team here, the Sohail Bawan team. That is a very strong and very important partner for us here. It's not only a very strong partner because we cherish a very good and emotional relationship, but also because they're a very strong professional partner for us. Just this year, despite the difficult market circumstances that we are in, we are still able to kind of have a growth year over year, which I think shows kind of the professionalism that the team here is showing on a daily basis. And the other thing that is, I think, also kind of a testimony for our relationship is that we actually did the regional launch of the QX50 a few weeks ago in Salah and Oman, because we really love the country here, and we really love the people here, and we really kind of like to keep this relationship with the Omani population here strong in order for the future. But also, not only here in Oman, we're having a reasonably good year, but also on a global basis, we have a very strong year last year. Last year was the 8th consecutive year, actually, that we had a sales record. So 8th year in a row that kind of we are growing year over year, despite the difficult market circumstances. And also here in this region, so far, despite the challenging market circumstances that we are in, we are still growing. And I think that's something that is very important, that even in tough markets, you can grow if you have the right product, you have the right attitude with regards to customer experience, customer service, and have the right team in there to help us kind of achieving our performance. This is actually the third launch that we're having this year, so the third launch of a new vehicle. After the QX80 earlier this year, the QX30, now the QX50, but this is by far the most important launch for us. Why am I saying this? You guys probably say, okay, probably he's saying that all the time. I'm not, because this is really the product that at best kind of shows what Infiniti stands for. The reason why I'm saying that is because I think we have so much innovation in this product. We have so much design, craftsmanship in this product. We have so much kind of thought about how we can make this product really perfect for the customer of a QX50 with regards to the interior space, with regards to the luxurious interior, and with regards to the performance features and safety features in that car, that we really believe that this is true what Infiniti is today. So from that perspective, really this is the portfolio that we are having. I think the portfolio is very strong. We continue to grow in the future, and with these kind of vehicles we will definitely continue to grow in the future. That's all I wanted to say from my side. Thank you very much for coming. Welcome again, and now we can meet on the product.
Thank you, Mr. Marcus, for your valuable insight on the new Infiniti QX50. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud and honored to announce the official launch of Infiniti QX50 the high-performance premium SUV. I now invite Mr. Marcus, Mr. Devendra Kumar, Sheikh Abdullah Ahmed, and Mr. Rama on the stage to unveil the all-new Infiniti QX50 and join us for the photo shoot.
Hello everyone, welcome to Times TV. Today we bring you to an exciting event straight from Infiniti showroom in Koram with the launch of its all-new QX50. Joining us today is a very special guest, Mr. Marcus, MD, Infiniti Middle East, and thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about the launch of this exclusive and wonderful SUV car that you have today.
QX50 is our launch. The launch of the QX50 is our completely new vehicle in the SUV-D, so mid-size SUV, a great new vehicle. I think the car that best defines what Infiniti stands for at the moment. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I think there's some very specific areas in that vehicle that I want to talk about. First of all, innovation. We have a completely new VC turbo, variable compression turbo engine. Okay. I'm not an engineer, I don't want to bother you with engineering kind of thing, but it really is a very interesting way of looking into an engine and having a different way of compression that gives you, if you want to speed and you want to have kind of a fast car, gives you all the benefits of a fast car. And if you were saying, hey, you know what, I'm cruising, I don't want to do this kind of thing, it's a very fuel economy efficient vehicle. So that's something that I know engineers for the last 20 years, and again, I'm not an engineer, try to do these kind of things, and finally we were able to bring it to market, and we are very proud of that. But that's not the only thing. I mean, that's just one testament. The other thing that's very important for us is really kind of all the quality and craftsmanship we put into this car. When you look into this car, the designers really thought a lot about what is important for a family, what is important for people. So for example, the interior space is extremely big. It's a small car from the outside, but interior is really big, much bigger than any comparable.
So very spacious inside.
Very spacious inside, exactly. We put a lot of kind of focus on the craftsmanship. So when you look into the cars, how the stitching is done. We have, for example, leather on the dashboard. Only the very high end, the very high end cars usually have this kind of thing because it's super expensive to do. But we did it kind of because we really want to have this kind of leather kind of feel, this luxury feel in the car. Although it's a small car from the outside, but really have that. And then we put a lot of focus, of course, on technology with regards to safety and performance. It's a very light vehicle, it's a very safe vehicle. We have a lot of these advanced safety systems in there that basically we want to avoid that anybody can make an accident anymore, and that's really something that this car is doing a very well job.
So about the fuel consumption, how do you rate this car in terms of fuel consumption?
Well, we don't have an official rating, but when you look, you always have this green, yellow, red or whatever you know, at the car. You see this is at the very top of the very greenest kind of area. So that really shows you that the fuel economy of this car is excellent.
Absolutely. So how do you see Infiniti in Oman's market?
I think Oman and Infiniti have a long relationship, and for me this is kind of the way that Oman is, or I perceive Oman is. Omanis, I think, want to have the sophistication of products. They like the luxury, they like the craftsmanship when you think about all the silversmithing, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And also, I think our product is not a vehicles that are showing off, you know, the kind of being very ostentatious, but a subtle luxury. And I think that fits very well. And I think that's why we are quite successful in the Omani market, because people like this kind of sophistication, yet kind of more subtle luxury.
Absolutely.
And that's the link that I see with the Omani people, actually.
Absolutely. So how are you, I mean, Infiniti is trying to keep up with the growing competition in Oman.
What you always need to do is kind of be innovative, right? People want to be innovative, people want to have safe cars, people want to have cars that are efficient in the way they're doing. They want value for money. And value for money doesn't always need to be the cheap car, but value for money most of the time means you want to have a vehicle that gives me the best kind of for what I want to afford. And I think this is what Infiniti stands for. So we are never the cheapest vehicle, and we don't want to, but we give you a lot for the kind of the money you want to afford, and a lot of luxury and a lot of sophistication in there. And again, if we talk about innovation again, the new engine we just talked about, this attention to detail that we bring with our products. I think these are the kind of things that we believe we are doing a reasonably good job.
And people are definitely looking into these segments as well.
They do. You know, I think the time is over where people said, okay, as long as I have a big car and a powerful car, that's all I need. I think people are becoming smarter now. People are saying, hey, do I really need the biggest car in the segment? Or is it something, do I want to have a car that has, again, the best space for the size, for example? People are saying, hey, do I really need to have such a powerful engine, or do I want to have an engine that's more sophisticated, more efficient, etc., etc.? So I think there's a lot of change in that regard, not necessarily only for the sake of, hey, I don't want to afford it anymore, but more for the sake of, hey, you know, this is the new normal is kind of environmentally kind of consciousness, a little bit more sophistication of doing the right things for the environment. That's also coming into that. So I think a lot of reasons why we see kind of vehicles, especially like the QX50, being successful in the market.
So lastly, with the launch of this stunning SUV QX50, what segment are you targeting in Oman?
I think it's going to be two kind of target customers that we will probably have a certain number of very small young families, of families that have just kind of where both of the families are working, have kind of a substantial amount of money to spare, want to have this indulgence of luxury. And then we will also see probably some smaller families where they want to use it as a family car. So I think we have a lot because of the interior space. Because, for example, in the second row you can move forward when you need more luggage space, and you can move backward when you need more space for the children. You have a lot of flexibility with that vehicle. And I think that's why you will always see also smaller families, kind of one or two kids that will use this vehicle.
So do you think this car, this SUV is ideal for camping and going out on the beach?
Definitely for going out on the beach. I probably would not do the dune bashing with it, but for the beach definitely. So we had this car, for example, a couple of weeks ago in a road trip to Mongolian desert, right? Finding dinosaurs. I'm not kidding. And that worked perfectly, right? So it was kind of raining, it was hard, and this car survived, kind of not only survived, but did a very good job in coping with this environment. So the car can do it. Will it do it on a daily basis? Probably not. But if you really need it to be tough, then that sophisticated car can do a fabulous job.
So I'm sure this could be an ideal choice for Omanis here.
Absolutely, absolutely, I see it that way as well.
Thank you once again for joining us and talking to us about this stunning SUV QX50. For more interesting videos, keep watching Times TV.